In a world filled with busy schedules and endless distractions, taking charge of your health has never been more crucial. Welcome to a journey of empowerment, education, and well-being with Health Check with Dr. Nooristani.
Welcome to another episode of Health Check with Dr. Nooristani. In today's fast-paced world, our lives have become increasingly sedentary. Obesity has more than tripled worldwide since 1975. Globally, more than 2 billion adults are overweight and more than 1 billion are obese. In the United States alone, obesity ranges from 45 to 60% of adults, depending on which studies you're looking at. Physical inactivity is one of the primary contributors to the obesity epidemics in the United States, and it's often targeted for intervention because it is the most modifiable factor at the individual level. So it's easy to adjust or change. Today, our special guest is Caitlin O'Connor. She is an American model, actress, TV host, and film producer. As busy as she is, she has found ways to incorporate activity during her busy schedule. She will share with us her tips and tricks of staying active and healthy despite being super busy. Obesity and inactivity have emerged as two formidable adversaries in the arena of the global health. The sedentary lifestyle of the modern world, coupled with unhealthy dietary habits, have created a lethal duo that is taking a heavy toll on individuals and healthcare system worldwide. Modern society, with technological advancement, has ushered an era of sedentary living. People spend more time sitting at desks, commuting in cars, and staring at screens more than ever before. It is estimated that adults spend an average of 9 to 10 hours per day sitting and looking at the screen. This sedentary behavior is a major contributor to weight gain and obesity. Prolonged period of inactivity slows down our metabolism, making it more challenging for our bodies to burn calories efficiently. Additionally, sitting for extended periods can lead to muscle atrophy, reducing our ability to expend energy. This combination of factors can result in positive energy balance where calories consumed exceed calories burned, leading to weight gain. While inactivity is a significant factor in the obesity epidemic, it is often compounded by poor dietary choices. High-calorie, low-nutrient diets loaded with processed food, sugary beverages, unhealthy fats contribute to weight gain and obesity. The synergy between the sedentary lifestyle and poor dietary habits creates a perfect storm for obesity and related health problems. Obesity is not merely a cosmetic concern. It has far-reaching health consequences. It is associated with an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, stroke, even certain types of cancer, not to mention sleep apnea and osteoarthritis. Moreover, obesity places a significant economic burden on healthcare system as the cost of treating obesity related to condition continue to escalate. We are going to take a short break and we will be back with our guest, Caitlin O'Connor.
Al Simon, I'm 91. I created Balance 7 when I was 70. I started having problems with my body, arthritis, diabetes, and other problems. I was told this was normal for my age. For the next 5 years, I researched and developed a product that would bring my body into balance. When I was 75, I started drinking Balance 7. My doctors were so impressed to see how well I was doing. Now the doctor is using Balance 7 on his patients. Balance 7 is a small price to pay to bring your body back to health. Go to balance7, the number 7.com and change your life for the better. For $10 off and free shipping, use the code word AL.
Welcome back. Caitlin, you're such an accomplished actress. Thank you for coming on the show. How is it going working on HBO's hit series Winning Time?
Thank you for having me today. I'm so excited to see you. It's been a while. Winning Time was amazing. It was such an experience to be cast in a show that went so far, had so many celebrities and great actors and amazing cast and crew, great writing. And John C. Riley obviously is an amazing talent to work with. So just an honor, an all-around honor.
You know, I love Lakers, and in late 80s was just the prime for me, looking at Lakers and being in the games, seeing them on TV. I was literally glued to the TV whenever Lakers came on to play, you know, from Magic Johnson to Byron Scott to Kareem, all of that. I mean, that was such an amazing time. So it's great that you are part of that legacy of recreating that just phenomena, that amazing experience. I think it just took NBA world by surprise, and around the globe people were just excited about Lake Show. So I'm just looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I have not gotten a chance to take a look at it, but I just want to make sure that I want to look at every episode of it.
Season 2 is amazing. Make sure you check it out, and yeah, you'll love it. The writing's amazing.
I'm looking forward to it. So today's topic is about obesity. We know that over 2 billion people worldwide are obese, and that is becoming extremely challenging. One of the main contributors of obesity is inactivity, and that people don't have time to just go to the gym or being active or exercise. So you're incredibly fit. How do you keep in shape?
Oh, thank you. It's a struggle when you're traveling. It's hard to find a gym everywhere that you go. So it's important to just be able to be active in some way. Take a walk, always take the stairs. Eating healthy in moderation is part of being active. It's hard to be active when you're too full. So overeating is definitely part of our obesity struggles in America and worldwide. But you have to choose your health, and nobody can force you to go to the gym or exercise or be active or eat healthy. It has to come from within you. So that's the first step in physical health, is mental health and being prepared to take care of your body, which most people, it's hard. It doesn't feel like you have the time, but even 5 minutes of exercise, hard exercise, is good for your body.
As we know, I mean, when your schedule is so busy, when you have everything is scheduled on the hours and all day long, what can you do to create that moment, that 15 minutes, that 20 minutes, the 30 minutes in between? Are you personally, looking at your full day schedule saying, you know what, I want to take a break here, I want to take a break here, and just no matter what I need to do to stay fit? Is that something that you are incorporating as part of your schedule? How's that working for you?
For me personally, I have found that having a trainer or doing group classes at a gym, or, there's even you can find things on the internet, like a yoga group meetup outside. You don't always have to be in a gym if you don't like the gym. But for me personally, having a trainer who holds me accountable and having a set time to go work out is very helpful. There are a lot of jobs who will fly your trainer with you. Some studios will put that in the budget, but when I'm just home by myself, it is hard to stay active, but you have to put that into your schedule, because you get in what you get out what you put in. So the time that you spend working on your health, you will see results if you stay consistent. And people, I feel like you forget that the consistency builds your healthy body. So just if you don't see results in a week, don't quit. It has to be like consistent, so it's hard to find that time, but just find 15 minutes a day, do a Zoom class, get on the floor, do some abs. You can find the time. It doesn't feel like you can, but you can.
Well, thank you for those. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue this discussion. Hi, I'm Dr. Ahmad Noristani, an internal medicine physician who's been taking care of thousands of patients in intensive care unit. A little over 2 years ago, I was introduced to a product called Balance 7. I was amazed how quickly it helped my patients. The results have been wonderful. I now recommend Balance 7 to all my patients. Order Balance 7 so you could experience great results for yourself. Go to balance7.com and improve your quality of life.
Did you know acid buildup in your body is responsible for the majority of diseases? Discover how Balance 7 can help you maintain a healthy pH level. Visit balance7.com or call 1-800-793-9039. 1-800-793-9039.
Welcome back. So Caitlin, what are your tips of fitness you can do anywhere? I mean, what kind of tips you can give our audience saying, look, I want you to do this, they're very simple and you can accomplish it within 15 to 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, what a question. If you have a yoga mat or any piece of clothing, just lay it down, do some abs, find a 15-minute ab routine on YouTube. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, but everything is on YouTube. You can find anything you want. So YouTube is my health education. And yeah, I would say just 10 minutes a day, twice a day, just little exercises to build consistency over a few weeks. You will see results.
Well, I know that you're a big fan of MMA and just martial arts, and I saw some clips that actually you were doing for a movie and all those kicks, and I mean, it looked great. So how do you incorporate martial arts in your training and also in your, obviously doing some of the stunts yourself, and how do you incorporate that, and how has that impacted your overall health, and most importantly, keeping you active, keep you fit, and keep your weight in check?
I have always been a really big fan of watching MMA and UFC fights, and I worked in the boxing industry as a ring girl for many years. And my grandfather was a boxer growing up, so I felt connected to him and being in the industry and seeing everything. But for myself, I don't actually do MMA. I've done some martial arts training, like very, very. I'm a novice. I don't know anything, but I did some stunt work and some stunt classes and some work on a few TV shows, archery, and it's just having different outlets of physical communication for me is important. It makes me happy. But I don't do MMA, but I would love to start.
It's never too late. It's never too late. Just make sure you wear a nice mask to cover this beauty here, right here, right there. So
I'll start with Tai Chi.
So one of the things that obviously for my patients, I mean, we see hundreds of patients that are morbid obese, not just overweight, they're morbid obese. One of the things that we'll tell people that there's a lot of resource available online, and it's free. And there, I mean, thousands and thousands. And no matter which one you pick, you can type in any word as far as obesity and training. And then you have videos that you can tailor to your own need. I mean, if you cannot do martial arts, or you cannot do, the extreme exercises like lifting weight or going swimming, etc., you could just use simple methods in order to be active. As you said, just having a yoga mattress, that's all it takes, right? Spending 15, 20 minutes there. Some of the new studies have shown that changing your diet and incorporating 30 minutes into your daily routine has significant impact. It's just, the goal is consistency. Are you gonna be consistently doing it day in, day out? And with everything in life, you're not gonna accomplish anything unless you're consistent. Given that, but also it's just an activity, one component of it. Diet is another huge component of obesity, obviously, that's contributed to so much more diseases than just obesity. And now, what does your diet consist of?
My diet, I try to stay healthy. I mean, it's hard not to eat sugar. Sugar is in everything. So monitoring, I think, your sugar intake for weight gain is crucial. And also, men's bodies and women's bodies are different. There's a lot of sites that will say fasting is okay for women. In my personal opinion, it's not. and it deregulates your hormones and it can lead to other problems. I just think eating in moderation for me works, and you just not overeating and eating what you want, but just a little bit of it. And I think organic and fair trade and all of the ingredients that are a little bit more expensive over time, you're healthier.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to touch on what you said about fasting and whether it's going to work or not. We'll be right back.
Did you know chemotherapy side effects are greatly reduced when the acid in your body's diluted? Learn how Balance 7 can support your well-being during treatment. Visit balance7.com or call 1-800-793-9039.
I suffer from stomach problems due to a lot of medication. I also suffer from depression, and since taking Balance 7 for the past 4.5 years, I see major improvements in both these areas. Thanks, Al, for creating Balance 7.
Welcome back. Caitlin, thank you once again for being with us. Now, you share with us your tips, healthy tips on how you stay fit, and we talked about the diet, what you prefer and to stay fit and stay in shape. We touched base a little bit about fasting, and now you're absolutely right. Fasting is not for everybody. I have seen hundreds of patients that I have put them in through different diets, and it's not one size fit all. It just has to be extremely tailored toward each patient or each individual based on their overall health condition. Do you have predisposing factor? Do you have heart disease? Are you diabetic? Do you have high blood pressure? What is it that you have that exercise and that diet need to be tailored toward? Now, fasting in the last 10 years has picked up so much. Intermittent fasting, you got the 8 hour, the 16 hour, the 24 hours, and people go as far as 36 to actually 48 hours straight of not eating anything but just water. It's kind of jump starting your system. And so it is not just fasting alone that is gonna get you fit or increase your metabolism. Your body is made to function in a very sequential, in an orderly fashion. You can trick it, and all these things are just tricking your body to do something, because the reason being is you don't have control over your own diet. You cannot just say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna gain 200 pounds and then I'm gonna fast for the next 6 months and I'm gonna reverse everything and everything is gonna be good. Because there's so many changes happen with your body, from a hormonal level to enzymatic reaction in the body that controls every single pathway on your cells. So the changes that happens when you become overweight or you're fasting or you're reducing weight rapidly, there's always a side effect on each side of it. You lose too much fat. Like we have patients, as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago I had a patient came in with gallbladder issue, where we call cholecystitis, inflammation of gallbladder. She's a 38-year-old who came in and lost weight rapidly. So that rapid weight loss has its consequences, because that will cause damage to the other part of the body. So I think people and patients have to understand that there's no easy fix. As you said, you gotta eat. You can eat everything you want in moderation, and also making sure that not only you're eating in moderation, but watching what you're eating. Obviously, you mentioned processed foods, sodas, etc. You have that option to cut those down or actually eliminate all of that. And beside that, we're talking about, there's a lot of people talking about supplements and how they affect their body. So tell me, what supplements are you using and which one is your to-go supplement?
Well, I love Balance 7,
Okay.
but also some of the supplements that I've been taking, I incorporated probiotics, and I also have vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B12. I try to sit in the sun as much as I can, just a little bit, for some vitamin D. What else? And magnesium. That's what I'm taking right now.
So, you mentioned Balance 7. Obviously, I'm very familiar with Balance 7. Tell me about how's that, because that's your to-go. How is that affecting you? Like, and just give me a little bit of sample. I take Balance 7 and this is what happens, or this is how I feel.
I take Balance 7 and I feel just, my body feels cleaner. I feel more awake.
More awake. Yeah, so a lot of patients, I mean, we have thousands of people who are taking that supplement, and the result has been just phenomenal. Talking about brain fog, and people reporting that they have more energy, their joints are not hurting, their heartburn is gone, etc. There's so much around that. So I'm glad you're using that supplement, and that is really important. Vitamin D, you mentioned, extremely important because your bone health, especially for men. People don't think about it because for men, we don't do a lot of testing. Women, for example, get bone density testing that tells them whether their bone is brittle or not. For men, we don't have that, at least not now. We don't have it in a broad sense of everybody gets it at a certain age as opposed to women. So I think there's such a huge misconception when it comes to men health, when it comes to vitamin D and brittle bone, right? The osteoporosis or osteopenia. So from that standpoint, yes, everybody needs the vitamin D and calcium supplement, and most importantly, the sun. The exposure to sun is important, and not too much of it, obviously, but enough to your body have enough supplement, that vitamin D supplement. And you also mentioned magnesium. It's crazy. 60% of the country in the United States are lacking, they're low in magnesium. 60%, it's a staggering number, and nobody checks that. It's one of those things that we don't pay attention to. So I'm glad you're having your most important supplements to go along with your exercise and daily routine. Caitlin, thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate your time, and good luck with winning time. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We're going to take a quick break.
I was diagnosed with incurable lung cancer, stage 4, and given 2 years to live. I had one spot of cancer over here, about 50 cent size, and then big one over here, and my lungs were filling up and I had to get drained every 9 days. Within 3 months, 3 chemo treatments. I haven't had to be drained in 2 months now. This cancer is gone, and this one over here was about halfway, and it's got a different shape and smaller than what it was. So as far as I'm concerned, Balance 7's done a wonderful job along with the chemo. My hair's growing back. The doctor at the hospital was amazed at how much of the cancer had shrunk so fast. And that's when I told him I was taking the Balance 7, and he was really surprised about it. He just told me, don't change anything I'm doing, because whatever it is, it's working. I got a good appetite. Cancer can't live in a body with alkaline in it. So I just followed what Al said to do with it. I definitely recommend it to anybody, whether it's cancer, Alzheimer's, and heartburn. It's not just for cancer. I mean, you got any aches or ailments? That's what I'd suggest trying. Yeah, so if anybody's going through chemo and having a bad time with everything, and especially the side effects or something, you should give it a try, because it's definitely helped me. It's definitely a miracle cure for me. Never good to hear that you only have a couple of years to go, but like I say, I added more on to mine, I know, and I'll keep going.
Welcome back. Recognizing the detrimental effects of inactivity is the first step toward making positive changes that prioritize movement and physical activity for a healthier and more fulfilling life. Let's talk about breaking the vicious cycle. The good news is the cycle of inactivity and obesity can be broken. Here are some strategies individuals can implement to combat this growing crisis. Number 1, prioritize regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, such as brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. For even more health benefits, the guidelines suggest getting 300 minutes of workout a week or more of moderate aerobic activity. Exercising this much may help you with weight loss or keep off lost weight, but even a small amount of physical activity can be helpful. Being active for a short period of time during the day can add up and have health benefits. Number 2, strength training. Incorporate strength training exercise 2 or more days a week to build muscle mass, which can boost metabolism. Do strength training exercise for all major muscle group at least 2 times a week. One set of each exercise is enough for health and fitness benefits. Use a weight or resistance level heavy enough to tire your muscles after about 12 to 15 repetitions. Number 3, limit screen time. Reduce time spent on sedentary activity like watching TV, playing video games, or using smartphones. Reducing screen time can have profound impact on our overall health and well-being. From improved sleep quality and reduced eye strain to better posture, lower risk of obesity, and enhanced mental health, those benefits are numerous. Make sure to set realistic goals. Gradually increase physical activity to avoid burnout, starting with small, achievable changes. So here's a few tips that you can follow to achieve those goals. Pinpoint your ultimate goal. Find out how to achieve your ultimate goal. Set small, specific mini goals. Monitor your progress regularly. Adapt to changing circumstances, and don't be too hard on yourself. If you can't accomplish certain things at a certain time or date, give yourself a little more time. Don't be hard on yourself. Next is extremely important, healthy eating. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats while reducing processed food, sugary beverages, and excessive caloric consumption, because that all add up at the end of the day. Obesity and inactivity represent a grave public health challenge, impacting millions of lives worldwide. The consequences are dire, affecting not only individual health but also straining healthcare system. However, with awareness and education and proactive lifestyle changes, we can combat the obesity epidemics. It is time to break free from sedentary habits, embrace healthier choices, and prioritize physical activity to secure a healthier future for ourselves and a generation to come. Until next episode, stay active, stay healthy.
Tune in to Health Check with Dr. Nooristani weekly to gain insights that can transform your health journey. Let's build a healthier, happier community together. Get ready to be informed, inspired, and tune in with your health. See you on the next episode of Health Check with Dr. Nooristani. The opinions and statements made by guests on this show are their own. Noble Productions does not constitute an endorsement or validation of what is discussed.